Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pomeroy Inn and Suites Prairie Showdown. 12:30 draw here at the Grande Prairie Curling Rink. My name is Dan Borse. I will be commentating this game for you. We have local legend Renee Sonnenberg playing a team from Sweden. That would be Silvana Tirinzoni. Blank end in the first one. We're catching up here in the second. Sorry for the late time in there. Tirinzoni playing Yellow Rocks. We'll also be following a few other games here this afternoon. Sheet right beside it's Team Karina and Eve Muirhead. Team Korea got one in the first end against Eve. On the other side of our feature sheet, we have Team Adaw versus Team Nedwin. We'll be following that game a little bit as well. Rona throwing her second rock here. Just looks like a draw. Gonna freeze down to the back 8 foot. Great shot by Rona. A lot of rocks in the back of the house here. It looks like the girls are just going to play a freeze game until one of them gets close to the button. High center guard up for Team Tirinzoni. If you're on Twitter, make sure you follow us along at Prairie Showdown for live updates and chatting with the players. Looks a little warm here. Going to be a bit of a bounce. Shot rock is Tirinzoni right now. New member on Team Sonnenberg, Atina Johnson. She is taking the place of Carrie Ann Sallows, otherwise known as Carrie Ann McTaggart now. Atina puts one just above the tee line in the 4 foot. Behind the guard. Looks like it might have overcurled and poked out the other side, though. Still in really good shape for Renee, though. First stone's here for Emanuela. Just going to try and touch this out and realign the angles a little bit. Gets a little bounce, but it's wide open. Sonnenberg should be able to hit this or do something with it. Looks pretty close to edge to edge. Looks like they're going to throw normal weight at this. Try and maybe get a double and sit 2. Potentially 3. Second rock for Atina. Looks good. Ooh, curling hard though. Gets by the guard. And just over curls a little bit, but they are sitting 2 partially behind cover. Tirinzoni should be able to make the double on this with the right weight. Looks like they're just going to let it freeze on top of there. Just hack weight tap maybe. Weight looks good, just waiting for it to curl. Sweeper's right off of it now. Looks like Manuela kicked that rock on her way by. Just trying to figure out exactly where it was. Sonnenberg still sitting 2. 1 top of the button, 1 right at the back 4. In pretty good shape. Over on sheet 2, Kerry Moore versus Mike McEwen. McEwen gets 2 points in the first end. They're playing second now. Kerry Moore from Grande Prairie and Mike out there in Manitoba. Lost the Manitoba provincial final this year to Jeff Stoughton. Hopefully they can have a good game here sometime this weekend and get a little redemption. Good shot there by Lonnie. Puts it top 4. Renee sitting 3 in the 4-foot right now. Puts it top 4. Renee sitting 3 in the 4-foot right now. Again, if you're a Twitter follower, 2 teams that we're featuring today, at Team Tirinzoni and at Team Sonnenberg, are their Twitter handles. And make sure you follow us at Prairie Showdown for all the highlights, updates, and team conversation here at the Prairie Showdown this weekend. Marlene for Team Tirinzoni throwing her rock. Looks like a bit of a jam. Sonnenberg still sitting 1 for sure. Renee's having a look to see which is second shot. Looks like Team Sonnenberg might only be sitting one right now. I'm working on a mixing board for us for later. I'm going to try and rig it up for later so we can both talk. We're working with one mic right now. Are you doing a good job? No, terrible. It'd be like when they sing gospel, or they sing the same mic. We could work like that. I don't know if you're the best candidate for gospel then things. No. Sonnenberg sitting 3 now for sure. Silvana's got a difficult shot here to try and get herself out of a pickle. Trying to line up a double of some sort, but I'm not sure if that's even going to get her a point. They might just be trying to cut Renee down at this point in time. Over on sheet 3, Team Korea versus Team Muirhead. Muirhead gets 3 back in the second end. Score in that sheet now is 3-1 for Muirhead. Tap, tap. Renee is still sitting 2 right now with a wall of rocks behind in the back 8 and 12 foot. I'll make sure that happens. I didn't like that wording. I didn't like that choice of words. Oh, okay. I know what I just said. You could just say tweeting live Instagram Powell. Oh, what? No, I don't Twitter. No, no. Oh. Voice of reason. Yeah. First rock for Renee Sonnenberg. Looks like Renee's just going to try and tap this a little bit or leave it right at the top 4 foot. Welds it on there. I think it definitely gives Tirinzoni an opening here. Tirinzoni really talking this shot over here. Trying to figure out how they can sneak one out of this. Final rock here for Silvana. Looks like they're going to try and draw the pot. Pretty good little team here. They actually lost the Swiss final. The team that they lost to actually went on to win the Worlds this year. Looks pretty warm. Bump, bump, roll in. Looks like Renee still might be laying 2 here. Team Sonnenberg's team sponsor for the Pomeroy Showdown weekend, Regulators Oilfield Hauling. Thank you guys very much for your sponsorship. Also, Team Tirinzoni's team sponsor this weekend, local sponsor is ATB Financial, Kevin Mack and Serge Martin. Final rock here for Renee. Looks like a draw to the 4-foot for 3. Sweepers like it. Just light dust starting to go now. Line looks pretty good. Girls are going hard. Got to bite the 4. Full 4. Great shot by Renee. 2 for sure. Team Tirinzoni is eyeing it up for a possible 3. Potentially 1 for sure. No, it looks like 2 for sure. And they're going to throw a stick on that last one just to see for sure. Quick update over at sheet number 5. Team Heather and Edwin versus Team Sherry Madal. First end was a blank. Just waiting for the girls to put the score up on the second end and see how they did. Did you do this morning's broadcast too, Dan?
I slept in. I haven't slept in a week. So.
Where did you go?
New Orleans.
Oh yeah, right. How was it?
It was good. Looks like red.
It would appear to be 3 red for Team Sonnenberg. takes the lead 3-0 after the second end. Team Tirinzoni will have the hammer playing 3. Rona Pasica throwing her first rocks.
Well, we play,
Second rock for Rona here. Just going to put it top 8 foot. Act as a little guard for the one in the back 12 that she slipped back there. New team member Atina Johnson. Her first rock. We're going to peel off the corner guard here. Just try and open that one up that's sitting in the top 8 foot. Looks like shot rock. If you have some comments about the commentary this afternoon, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Prairie Showdown. Let us know what you think. Be gentle, though. Positive comments are always good.
probably, working with what we got. Just not setting any records or being an all-star, but it's plugging away okay. That's just it. I don't have the stick knowledge to, and one person's hard. That and the teams from freaking Sweden, and their website is all Swiss. So I don't know anything about that. Yeah. Last year, I was gonna do it, and I'd never done any commentating.
Great looking, almost double takeout by the Swiss team there. Team Sonnenberg still hanging around in the back of the 12 foot. Looks like Renee's going to try a little hit and roll behind cover here. Hit and roll the 4 foot. So if you're watching the live streaming again, rocks being thrown by Atina Johnson. Don't get confused by the name on the back of her coat. The last minute team name or team member switch. Had to make do with what they had. Looks pretty good. Rolling a little too far. Rolls over. Still behind cover, though, just to the corner of the 4 foot. Nice shot there by Atina.
No, we have to wait for somebody else to lose.
Trey Moore, look at Trey Moore go. He's had the best season anybody, hasn't he? Finished second in that year. Tied for first.
Renee able to sweep the Swiss zone just out of the back of the house. Team Sonnenberg still sitting 1 right now. Looks like Renee's going to call a draw. Oh, maybe a guard here. Stay tuned for tonight's game at 8:30. My co-commentator, legendary Graham Powell, will be back in the broadcast booth with me. He'll have some insightful insight to the game of curling.
Peaked at 100 last year. What? That was last year. That wasn't very many.
Oh, curling will this year, though.
Yeah, we should get way more.
Where is it on?
Curling thing.
Well, it's on Prairie Showdown.
Very short, but you can link to it through curling zone.
It's on Curling, Grande Prairie, Showdown, and something else. And YouTube.
Quick update over on sheet number 3, Team Korea versus Eve Muirhead. Team Korea in the third end scores a single. Score now is 3-2 for Eve Muirhead. Team Sonnenberg's got Tirinzoni in a little bit of a pickle again this end. Looks like they're going to try a backline weight tap. Try and just tap that rock that's at the top of the 4 just out of the house or just to the back of the house anyways.
Did you see a program? Can I see the program, Dan, or you use it? Thank you, sir. Yeah, I know. I couldn't pronounce any of those.
That was third stones thrown by Marlene Albrecht.
Programs there? Didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah. Tuesday was.
Oh, yeah. Looks way different.
Lonnie McDonald throwing her second rock now. Sweeper's not putting a lick on it. Starting to clean now. Great shot by Lonnie. As Renee makes her way down to throw her first of 2 rocks. Looks like they're calling the same shot as Lonnie had. Speaking of Lonnie, if Blake is listening, Blake, we heard that you had a little bit of a boo-boo there the other day, so we hope that you're feeling better. Blake McDonald, obviously Lonnie's husband there. This rock really needs to curl. It looks like it finished pretty good. Great shot by Renee. Silvana and Marlene talking this over. It looks like they're eyeing up a run back here. Very tricky shot.
What do you think of this? Angle, run back angle. Tough shot. Very tough shot. Got nothing else. Might have an intern back liner. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, she does have that.
Very tough shot here. Depending on how the ice is going, there might be an intern backline weight tap, but she's elected to go for the big weight, big shot. Sweepers aren't hard now. Very close. Great shot. And we now know why she elected to go for that one. Made it absolutely beautifully.
Talking to yourself.
Like have a conversation with yourself. What do you think? That'd be terrible. That'd be awesome. I'd get confused on who's who. You should try. No. Please be joining me. Joel Smith.
Second shot here for Renee. Looks like all she might have is a little tap or maybe a freeze. That was a beautiful shot by Silvana. This rock hanging out there a long ways. Still on the guard right now. Just got by. It's got to curl a ton here. Just froze it on there. Tough for Silvana to get 2 out of this. That was a great shot by Renee. Might have to draw full 4, intern full 4 draw right on the tee line to try and get 2 out of this. Really tough shot. there was a run back here, I'm assuming she would play that again. Swiss sweepers on this hard. And they're right off of it now. Looks like it came up a little light. Light and tight. Never a good combination when you're drawing the T-line 4-foot there. So the Swiss team gets one. Score now 1-3 for Team Sonnenberg. Quick update over on sheet number 5. Playing the fourth end right now. Sherry Madaw is up 3-2 over Heather Nedwin. Fourth end on sheet number 6. Team Pillsworth over Scott Webb 2-0. Over on sheet 7. Alberta champion Val Sweeting tied up with Team Inglot at 1. Over on sheet number 2 as well, Team Kerry Moore, local senior champion, versus Mike McEwen. Mike is up on Kerry 4-1. Again, fourth end here in our feature game. Team Tirinzoni versus local team Renee Sonnenberg. Renee will have the hammer again in 4.
What's up? How many? So we're up to 120 now?
Well, right now we're at, it counts monthly, the problem, so I've been trying to keep it track because I know yesterday before the tournament started there was 1,900, and now we're up to 2,000 hits on the website. So in 2 days we've jumped up 700 people.
Rona throwing her second rock here. End number 4. Looks like it's a little bit warm. Sweepers aren't touching this one. Line's a little wide as well. Starting to come in there now. Just a little bump. That's going to make it really tricky later on. Second rocks thrown by Esther Neuenschwander. Apologize on the last name pronunciation if I'm butchering all these. Tina Johnson throwing her first of two now for Team Sonnenberg. Throwing some heat at this. Just got to skinny the guard and try and spill those two rocks out of there. Oh, just ticked on the guard. I think Renee's okay with that, though. It's going to open things up a little bit for him. Lines up a double run back as well.
When's the next game that we're live streaming?
I think we're doing one every draw, so are you going to be listing it around or?
Well, let's go along with Quid.
Yeah, I think so. Trying to think of what kind of places you guys have and what would be the best.
Well, that's what I was gonna.
I have. I think anything like that would be fun. If you get one with just USB ports, that would work for just commentary. If you could get one with XRL or the output plugin.
Can you write down exactly what would work the best so I can?
Okay.
Lonnie definitely opened stuff up there on her first one. Sorry, that was a Tina. Open things up a little bit there now. Team Tirinzoni's sitting two in the back four. Not ideal situations. Looks like they're going to try and throw another guard up and protect those two they have sitting in the house and see if they can't rummage up a steal on Renee Sonnenberg. Great shot by Lonnie McDonald through the port. Sitting right on the button now. Marlene Albrecht now has to try and follow that up. Rocks hanging way out there. This has got to curl a ton. Starting to go now. And this is going to over curl on them. Just touch the one on the forefoot. Sonnenberg still sitting one. Esther seems to have a trouble kicking rocks today. Placing that one back where it came from. So Team Sonnenberg still sitting one just at the back of the button. Nice shot again there by Lonnie McDonald. Just a guard, taps the yellow one over, opens things up a little bit for Renee on her first shot. Stay tuned for our featured games all weekend long here at the Prairie Showdown. Not every game will have the live commentary. Next live commentary game will be at 8:30 this evening. It's our final game of the day today. But there will be live streaming of all games, or all our featured games here on Sheet 4 throughout the weekend. For games that will be live streamed with commentary, follow us on @Prairie Showdown on Twitter. Silvana there sneaks one through the port, bumps Renee out. The Swiss team is sitting 3 in the house right now. Looks like Renee might have to throw some smoke at this one to make some rocks move.
Where are you off to? Just hanging out?
Go talk to Sheet 4.
Oh, what's on Sheet 4?
Put your scores up. Yeah, I'll bring you a pack. We have a bunch of them downstairs. Me and Wayne were laying in bed last night. We said, oh, no. No. Walking. We missed her last night. I can't do the purring sound very good.
Yeah, she's a good little kitten.
She is alright.
Yeah.
actually got footage after her.
From some cat.
Who's gonna look after it when I'm gone? Brian won't. If it's a dog, Brian will. Half-assed.
Renee's put the stick down. Here comes the heat. Ooh, Renee only gets one, spins up a little bit, and I don't think she shot rock on this either. Very close, though. The girls are eyeing it up. Definitely cut them down. It's going to be hard for Silvana to get that red rock out, so Renee still got some shots left for her second and last rock at the end. Final rock for the Swiss team here. Silvana Tirinzoni. Curled really well so far this weekend. You missed her shot on end number 3. Fantastic run back angle takeout. Looks like she's just drawn through the port here, trying to get a piece of the forefoot again. Leave Renee a real tricky one to try and get 2 out of this. Ends up top 8. Well, that's going to make it real tough for Renee even to try and draw in there. Couple shots might be available with some run backs. Looks like it's pretty tough though. Renee Rex on the top guard there. Not sure how many it's going to be for the Swiss team. One for sure. Lana's eyeing it up pretty closely there. They may throw a stick on this just to see. Nope, doesn't look like it. Looks like it's going to be 2 for Team Tirinzoni. That's going to bring us all tied up here, going into the 5th end. 3 apiece. Team Renee Sonnenberg versus Team Silvana Tirinzoni. Second rocks here for Rona. Just trying to get a T-line. Corner of the 8 foot there. Looks like it might be a little bit light. Couple updates here for you. Over on sheet number 3, right next door to our featured game. Team Muirhead scored a 3 in the 4th end. So she is up 6-2 over Team Korea. Ooh. And over on sheet 2, Mike McEwen is up 5-1 over Kerry Moore. Pretty good little battle here going against Heather Netterwin versus Sherry Madaw. 5-2. That's for Team Sherry Madaw. Esther Neuenschwander throwing her first of 2 rocks, throwing second for Team Tirinzoni. Just Rex on the center guard. Leaves that one sitting top 12 pretty wide open for Renee to go after it now. Tina Johnson throwing the smoke at this one. Oh, just gets by the guard, rolls behind. Well, it's still a little bit open, but Team Sonnenberg sitting 2, top 12 foot right now. Nice little peel there by Esther. Renee's calling for a corner guard on Atina's second rock here. Over on sheet number 7, quick update for you. Val Sweeting versus Michelle Inglot. Val is up 2-1 over Michelle. Lonnie McDonald throwing a peel now. Ooh, little flash there. Lonnie won't be happy with that. Colleen Albrecht throwing her final stone now. Just ticks off Sonnenberg's rock at the top four there, leaves it wide open. Renee's going to let to go for the hit and roll. Just with tap weight, it looks like. It's probably going to be about backline weight. Don't need to remove the stone completely, just need to move it enough and roll into the 4 foot behind the cover. Lonnie McDonald's going down for a little chat with Renee, making sure this is the right call for the end. Looks like this is the call. They've elected to go for just a little tap and roll. Beautiful shot there made by Lonnie McDonald. Just rolls mostly buried at the top of the 4 foot. Silvana's got to try and draw down to it. Hopefully she'll have a shot for her second. I know. Really good. Yeah. Yeah, they're just hanging out. They've started golfing already, so. Yeah, you betcha. So where you guys just got a hotel here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Hopefully they play on Sunday. How's the game going over there? I haven't really been able to watch. Okay. Ellsworth he's a tough team. He's on. He plays good. So.
Yeah. It's been always a toss up too.
Yeah.
We've always had good games.
Yeah.
I think one lost one yesterday, so it'll be nice to win this one.
Oh yeah. Looks like they just cleaned house there, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. Where you guys stay? Yeah, I just got back from New Orleans yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
That was interesting, anyways.
Yeah, I bet.
Cold weather down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't nice at all.
No?
But that's
Interesting place for
a crazy town.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Renee is throwing the first. Okay, you betcha. Thanks, Sean. Quick update for you on sheet number 2. victory for Mike McEwen over Kerry Moore. Scores a mittful in the 5th end, and the boys shake hands. Renee's throwing a little bit of heat here. Looks like she's trying the double. If she makes this, then she's going to be sitting a mittful as well. It's really close. Gets the one out. Enough. Still sitting one top of the forefoot. Sylvania throwing her final rock now. Sweeper's right off of this. Haven't touched it so far. Just trying to freeze down to that one in the forefoot. Just bumps off. It's wide open for Renee to hit and stick. Final rock for Sonnenberg at number 5 here. So wide open hit and stick for 2. Renee makes it no problem. So Renee goes up 2 over Team Tirinzoni. Score is 5-3. Sheet next door, sheet number 5, Team Nedwin versus Team Madaw. Quick update for you on that sheet. Looks like Team Nedwin scored a couple in the 5th end. They're up now 4-3 over Madaw, playing 6. The other sheet beside our feature sheet this afternoon, Team Muirhead versus Team Korea. Team Korea just doesn't seem to want to go away. They scored 2 in the 5th end. Muirhead's still up 6-4, playing the 6th. The lefty lead for Team Tirinzoni, throwing her first rock there. Manuela throws the corner guard up. And Renee's calling for the draw behind from Rona. Rona came up just a little bit late with her come around there. Tirinzoni's making him pay for that. Manuel, a nice come around draw just to bite the button. Renee might be looking to clear some rocks out. No, she's going to go, electing to go with a freeze. Right on top of that yellow one there. Also, keep in mind, folks, if you want to follow along with all the games, we are doing live scoring on curlingzone.com. Make sure you follow the good guys over at Curling Zone on Twitter as well, at Curling Zone. Looks like the team didn't like that freeze there, so looking to throw some heat at this and try and open some things up, I think. Nice shot there by Atina. Spills 2 red rocks of Sonnenberg's into the top house there. Opens things up a little bit. Looks like Silvana is going to try and probably throw a guard here. Nice hit there by the Swiss team. Renee's going to try the double takeout here for Atina's second rock. curls a little bit much, and they come across the face. Swiss team's in great shape right now. Got one fully buried just above the tee line in the forefoot. Quick update over on sheet number 7, Val Sweeting versus Michelle Inglot. Val Sweeting's got an open draw for 3 here. Brushes are on it really hard. Looks like she's coming up a little bit short. Oh, I apologize. It wasn't an open draw. It was just a guard. Val did get 1 in the 5th end, so she is up 3-2 on Michelle Inglot. Back to our feature game now. Team Tirinzoni slipped one just to the back of the forefoot, so Lonnie McDonald's got a chance just to come down and draw right on top of it. Might be a bit of a quick spot in the ice there. It tricked both teams. Lonnie slipped just to the back of the 12-foot, so opening the door again for Team Tirinzoni. There's the Velcro, and there's the handshakes over on sheet number 3. Team Korea versus Team Eve Muirhead. Muirhead scores 3 in the 6th end to put the nail in the coffin. 9-4 over Team Korea. Team Sonnenberg in a world of hurt here. Team Tirinzoni's got 3 sitting in the forefoot. Lonnie has just missed both of her shots there. Not by much, just a little bit. Silvana motioning just for a draw on the top of the 8-foot, make it a little tougher for Renee to get in there. Anywhere in the center line here, I think, is a good shot. First rock for Renee Sonnenberg, throwing a little bit of heat at this. Trying to move some granite around so they can potentially score a couple here. Removes 2. Team Tirinzoni is still sitting first and second shot. Just in the 4-foot and top of the 8-foot there. Silvana Tirinzoni now with her final rock. Trying to sneak another one into the 4-foot there just to make it a little tougher for Renee. Just bounces off. Ooh, I don't know if this is going to leave Renee a shot or not. I think it might. At least to cut him down to 1. Looks like Renee's elected to go with the draw. I don't think she can score here, but I think the plan is just to cut him down. Silvana's still got 1 rock left here as well. Good chance for the Swiss team to tie things up here. Pretty big end over on sheet number 7. And the 6th end, Val Sweeting scores her deuce to go up 5-1 over Michelle Inglot. Ooh, Renee pulls the rope a little bit. Opens the door for the Swiss team. Silvana's got a wide, well, not wide open, but she's got to hit full 8-foot for 4 points here. Over on sheet number 5, Heather Nedowin scores her deuce, and she goes up 6-5 over Sherry Madaw. Silvana Tirinzoni just gets enough of the 8-foot. Oh, they're having a quick look at it. Maybe she didn't quite get enough. 3 for sure, though. Looks like it is a 4-ball for the Swiss team. They will go up 7-5 over local team Renee Sonnenberg. Seventh end now here in our featured game at the Pomeroy Swedes Prairie Showdown. Team Sonnenberg throwing up a corner guard. Swiss team Tirinzoni throws one right in the 4-foot, which we probably all expected them to do. Looks like right on the button, actually, and they're going to throw another one in there as well. Make Renee do a little bit of chasing this end. Over on sheet number 7, Val Sweeting and Michelle Inglot. Looks like Val is showing no mercy, and she is going straight for the throat, hitting everything. Pretty clean end over there. Looks like Val just threw her last rock, and she's sitting right on the button. So Michelle's going to have to decide whether she's going to take one and change things up or go for the blank and try and have hammer and steal a whole mitt full on the final end. Rona Pasinka throwing her second shot now. Just a little hit and stick there. Nice control weight. Gets a tiny little flip behind the guard. Doesn't quite remove the one that was on the 4-foot, or on the button I should say. But puts it to just biting the back 12. So Sonnenberg right now is sitting 1. Appreciate our overseas listeners and for chiming in on Twitter. Mr. Tom Bracken, thanks very much for tweeting to us. Way over in the great country of Ireland. Swiss team throws some heat, takes out their own rock. Renee's going to try and throw one here, top 8 foot, just to get behind their high corner guard here. Skipping over to sheet 8 for a quick second. Team Connolly and Team Ginter, battle going on there, trading ones all day long. Playing the 7th end now, and it's tied up 3-3, no blank ends. These guys have been going back and forth all game long. Great double takeout by the Connolly team just made. Shot by Renee, thrown a little bit deep. By Team Sonnenberg, thrown a little bit deep. Swiss team goes for a hit again and ends up peeling off the high guard. So Sonnenberg is sitting 2 in the house, wide open though. Tina Johnson now throwing her first shocks for Team Sonnenberg. Another hit here being thrown by the Swiss team. Not getting too fancy with any of these just yet. Just make the rocks go away. They're up 2. Doing their best to just make sure that they have hammer coming home in the last end. It's okay to let Renee score 1 here, and then they'd be up 1 coming home without. I'm assuming even Russ Howard would agree with me on this game plan. Once again, our local team sponsors this weekend For Team Sonnenberg, Regulators Oilfield Hauling, thank you guys very much. And for Team Tirinzoni, ATB Financial, Kevin Mack and Serge Martin, thank you guys very much for helping the Prairie Showdown keep on rolling. Obviously, thank you very much to our title sponsor, Pomeroy and Sweets, Prairie Showdown. Without them, this Bondsville could not happen. Manuela there with another great shot. Hit and roll just behind cover. Team Sonnenberg still sitting one. Team Tirinzoni just second shot right at the back of the forefoot. Lonnie McDonald throws one up there just top four. It's wide open. Looks like there might be a double available for Team Tirinzoni. Sylvania's coming to throw her first of two rocks now. Sylvania takes quick work of those two red rocks in the forefoot of Team Sonnenberg's. Renee's going to have to try and replace one of those and get one into a spot where she can potentially score one or two here. Renee with her first rock in the seventh end. Ooh. Renee just racks on the top guard there. Going to be really tough to score two out of this. Going to have to hope for a miss from the Swiss team. Looks like handshakes over on sheet number 7. Val Sweeting over Michelle Inglot. They do not complete the end, so final score in that end will be 6-3, or that game, sorry. Silvana puts her draw right on the tee line there. Looks like Renee's going to go just for the hit and flop behind cover, and hopefully they can get away with one out of this one. Try and steal a couple in the next end to win. Couple local teams over on sheet number 6. Mark Pillsworth versus Scott Webb. Playing the 8th end, Scott Webb's up 1 over Mark Pillsworth 4-3. Final stone here in sheet number 4 in end number 7 for Renee Sonnenberg. Needs to curl up a little bit to get that inside flop. Hit for Renee, and it looks like she gave up a steal. So Sonnenberg will have the hammer playing the 8th and final end. Will be down 3 though. Score right now is 8-5. Tough slugging ahead here for Renee. Swiss team likes to throw their first rock through the house. Probably going to play this end nice and clean. Nice center guard thrown up there by Rona, sorry. Swiss team throws another one through the house. Just trying to keep this end as open as humanly possible. Quick update over on sheet number 6. Team Pillsworth does have the hammer in this one, but Webb is sitting 3 in the house right now with a couple center guards up front, looking really, really nice. Going to be tough for Pillsworth to score their single in this. Back to our feature game. Rona throws up another corner guard. And here comes the peels. Esther and Neuenschwander throwing second rocks for Team Tirinzoni. Another corner guard thrown up by Atina Johnson. Again, Atina's a new member on this Sonnenberg team, replacing Carrie-Anne McTaggart. Carrie-Anne is curling in the spiel just with another team this year. And another appeal coming from Esther. Makes it perfectly. Scott Webb over on sheet number 6. Just draws one in there, a top 8 foot. He is sitting 4 against Mark Pillsworth. Mark Pillsworth does have the hammer, though. I'll keep you posted along that game. Back to our feature game. Another peel coming here from third. Marlene Albrecht throwing third stones for Team Tirinzoni. Plan here for the Swiss team just to run local team Renee Sonnenberg out of rocks, keeping it very open, very clean, not getting too cute or fancy with anything at all. Another quick update over on sheet number 5 right beside here. Sherry Madaw versus Heather Nedowin. Sherry scores her 2 in the 7th end to go up on Heather 7-6, playing the 8th. Heather does have the hammer though. Team Sonnenberg elects to try and slip one in here. Change it up a little bit from the corner guards. Tina puts one just behind the tee line in the 4 foot. It's partially covered. Swiss team's going to peel off the front guard here. Swiss team currently 100% in the 8th end so far. Team Sonnenberg is going to throw up another guard. And pretty much guard for their life here. Got to hope for a miss out of the Tirinzoni team. They can try and generate their 3. Need 3 just to tie the game here. Lonnie McDonald throws up a tight guard there. One in the house is still partially buried. Kind of looks like Sylvania is going to eye up the double here.
There's a package downstairs for you.
So even if we have to go red store equipment to make this work,
Renee only has $200 left in her budget.
that's okay because we budgeted $1,000 for DJ.
Oh, so you'll use it from there.
or just doing it by yourself?
No, it's just better, right?
It's like you're having a conversation with yourself.
Yeah. Half the time I'm like spaced out. That not drunk.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna wait till 5 o'clock? Close enough. Or you got a big game on here at 4:30.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that game. I'm gonna do the 8:30 game.
Oh, because the 4:30 game would be actually worthwhile.
Well, I can't be here all day long.
What? No?
And I gotta go to that sound stuff. So is there a 6:30 game too then?
4:30 and 8:30.
So there's no 2:30 game then? Oh.
No, he's gotta turn around and get the ice ready.
Well then.
Renee throws her first of 2 rocks just at the top of the 8-foot. Gotta hope again for a miss here out of the Swiss team. And there's the ball game, folks. Sheet number 4, Team Tirinzoni over Team Sonnenberg. They don't complete the end, so the final score will be 8-5. Congratulations to the Swiss team. That's going to end our coverage here of the Pomeroy and Suites Prairie Showdown for the 12:30 draw. Thank you all very much for tuning in and joining us. Next game is at 4:30 this afternoon. That's Mountain Standard Time. We'll have all the updates and live scores for you then. Make sure, again, to follow us on Twitter at Prairie Showdown for commentation times and who will be doing the commentating. Thank you all very much for coming out, and we'll see you soon.